Oh, okay, I'll jump in then. Normally Phil does the intro. Nigel joins us from Nigel's Animal Rescue. How are you, Nigel?
I'm good, Simon, and yourself, Phil?
Yeah, I just feel by the end of the week they've heard my voice like a foghorn. They want to hear more of Simon.
Your voice is sounding a lot better now this week.
I'm recovering. Now, you've really been in the news. You're on TV a lot more than I am these days.
Well, not so much me, but Mary Rose down at Balnarring. I really don't know where to start with this one. She's an amazing lady. She's the lady that's got just under 300 animals on a 10-acre property that the banks have come and foreclosed on her, and the property's actually up for sale next Saturday.
Yeah.
So between now and Saturday, we either need to raise $1.2 million to buy the property so the animals can stay there, or she can stay there, or find somebody to buy the property on her behalf.
As soon as you said 10 acres and then you said Balnarring, I thought, yeah, that's not going to be cheap. Balnarring's a beautiful part of the world.
Oh, this property's worth a hell of a lot more than that.
Near the water?
It's not too far away from the water down there, but
She has dams, doesn't she?
Yes, there's 9 individual dams on this property. The back dam at the back of the property filters up through to the top, and they all flow through. And all the wallabies and all the swans and the whistling ducks and the plume ducks and things I've never seen before, they all live free range around her property. DEPI, the Department of Environmental and Primary Industries, and the RSPCA inspectors went down to the property earlier on this week to go and inspect it, and they walked away saying that it was the best sanctuary they've ever seen.
Lovely.
And
fine compliments from very big animal rights and interests.
Yes, well, yes. Mary Rose has got brush-tailed bettongs down there, which are on the threatened and endangered list, trying to do a breeding program with them. And it will be very, very sad if we happen to lose this magnificent sanctuary down there.
Mary Rose is with us right now, Nigel.
Did we wake you there, Mary Rose?
Oh, yes. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How's yourself?
Fine, thank you.
That's all. How are the animals today?
Oh, they're all fairly good, yes, yes. They're all gone to bed now.
And how many animals are there, Mary, and what different species are they?
Oh, yes, they're all different species, natives, all natives.
Yeah, she's very big on her native
And
animals.
so what do you have?
Well, brush-tailed betons, Temma wallabies, swamp wallabies, northern swamp wallabies, redneck wallabies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Paddy melons.
Now, Mary, what's your favourite? Out of all the animals you've got running around there, what's the one that you just adore the most?
Oh, I think the redneck wallabies
Yeah.
are good, yes, yes.
Now, how long have you yourself been looking after all these animals?
Oh, 20 years.
Lovely.
Must cost a fortune to feed them, Mary.
I enjoy that.
And there's some geese and things on the dams.
Oh, she's got lots of different types of geese down there. Geese that I've actually never seen before. Egyptian geese, quite colourful and quite a large bird there.
Now, how do these animals suddenly end up at your place, Mary? Like, they don't just sort of run around free range at everyone else's place. How did they end up with you?
Oh, I sort of have, I guess I've collected them over the years.
Yeah.
I enjoy looking after them, yes. Yeah.
Are you the person in the Balnarring area where when somebody has an animal that's injured or anything, they might throw it in your general direction, or you get them from other means?
No, from other means. No, they don't come from the wild,
Yes.
no.
Okay.
Mary Rose is a private sanctuary. She's not an actual wildlife carer. She doesn't have the shelter licence to do that work. She gets up at 5:30 every morning, 7 days a week, for her first feed of the animals, and goes right through to about 7, 8 o'clock at night for the second feed, and each animal's fed twice a day. They're the best kept animals I have ever come across.
And Mary Rose, do you have names for all of them?
Oh, no, not really. Maybe a couple, but not really, no.
And are any sleeping indoors with you, undercover?
Oh, no, they're all outdoor animals.
Yeah.
Now, what are you going to do if the animals need to be rehoused? How would that possibly happen?
Well, that's very frightening.
That's the $1.2 million question that we've got.
So that's why they need to be protected and kept at your property there, Mary.
Well, here they are. It's fox-proof, and they're protected.
And where are you planning to live? Are you going to move into a cottage or a caravan or what?
No, I I'm frightened to think about the future of the
and
present.
we've got no idea what's going to happen after this Saturday. If we can't find somebody within Australia or throughout the world that can come and rescue Mary and rescue the animals a second time round.
Could the bank show some compassion and give you an extension, Mary Rose?
Well, if only. Yes. I wish that was so, yes.
Because $1.2 million, to the average person like Nigel, myself, not so much to Phil because he's rich, but to people like us, that is one heck of a lot of money. But to the banks, it's loose change.
Oh, is it? Yes, right.
I would just hope that the banks would see the goodwill that they would get. They spend millions of dollars on advertising to try and promote themselves as being everyone's best buddy and come and bank with us because we're fabulous. If they could just say, take it out of their advertising fund and say, all right, here you go, donation on behalf of us. Imagine the love that bank would get for one simple, generous gesture.
They would create more income for themselves in a very short period of time.
They could put a big sign out the front, I'd be happy.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. We'd advertise it. We'd certainly push them.
Yeah.
Is there any chance, hypothetically, that Hillsville Sanctuary or Werribee Park Zoo or Melbourne Zoo would take this on as a project, Nigel?
I think some of them have been approached, but we really want to keep these animals with Mary Rose. They don't know anybody else. These animals have bred so well. She's got a deer there, red deer, Opal is its name, and deers normally live to about 5 to 6 years of age. Well, this one's now turning 20.
Wow.
It's 3 times over its use-by date.
Now, the stress on those animals, should they have to be rehoused, would be...
That's the problem.
Yes, that's the problem.
The way that I've described it is it would be like moving a nursing home.
Yes.
They're very, very aged and frail and trying to move them into a lesser accommodation.
Yeah, but more so, it's going to break your heart, isn't it, Mary Rose?
Oh, yes, this is home. Yes.
It's going to take years off your life if it happens.
Well,
What about the local council? Would they like to be like Balnarring Council or Hastings, or would they like to take it on board?
Well, sorry, Mary, you go ahead.
They did call me, yes. Yes, they have called me.
Well, we're trying everybody and anybody that can come to the party to help us out here. We started this off with Neil Mitchell, I think, on Tuesday morning, and it went through Channel 9, Channel 10, Channel 7 and the Herald Sun throughout this week. We do have an appeal that we've started, and what if we don't succeed in saving the house and saving the animals there, well, the costs of trying to build new pens, transporting, trying to find a new property, that's where the money will be going towards in helping Mary Rose.
That could cost more than 1.2.
Well,
so ultimately, there's a fundraising project going. If you can get enough money, they don't have to move. There's no stress. Mary Rose is happy.
Yep.
If you can't quite get there, there's some money that will help rehouse them. But as we say, that's really not the option we want to go for.
No, it's not at all.
Where people listening will, of course, want to know the appeal. What are the details? Where can people help?
Right, well, the charity that I started earlier on the year, Animal Care Network Australia, we've opened up our bank accounts for her, and this is what we've been advertising through Facebook. So if people want to get their pens and papers down, I'll give out the numbers to the bank account there, and people can help Mary to try to save all of her animals, if not help transport them and move them to a new property somewhere, which all of us have got no idea what's going to happen after this Saturday. It's going to be very, very scary, that Saturday week on the 18th.
Yeah, well, we wish you well, Mary, and we're always here for you if we can do anything to help the cause. You know that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And now you go back to bed again.
Good. Thank you.
You've got to get up early to feed some animals.
Yes.
Yes.
Good on you, Mary Rose.
Thanks a lot, Mary Rose. We'll see you tomorrow.
Nigel, there might be hopefully a generous corporate sponsor out there who might like to underwrite this with one check. Wouldn't that be something?
It would be amazing. If we get to the point where the auction comes along and somebody does buy it, and then they turn around and say, "Well, Mary Rose, this is for you," would just
wouldn't that be good?
Be amazing.
I tell you who should get on side. Ian Reid, the vendor advocate. he understands all about buying and selling and the
Yep.
pitfalls of putting stuff on the market.
Well, give me his
Yes, but-
email and we'll send him a link.
Ian's a vendor advocate. He can help with the sale, but that's already up for auction. The banks would have people in place to sell the place. I don't know if Ian would be of much assistance there.
Gee, I'd love to buy it back, and Mary Rose would sleep soundly, wouldn't she?
Yeah, I
Maybe
mean-
Bruce might buy it. He's loaded.
Yeah, he might out of his back pocket.
Do you want to
Bit
give
of
us
loose
contact
change.
details how people can reach you, or maybe
Yeah.
just a phone number?
Problem is, Bruce, animals hate Bruce. You've seen what happened with that cat.
Yes, exactly.
Well, my number, if anybody would like to help Mary Rose, I can be contacted. My normal number, which is 0427
0427
533
533,
083.
and then you can give them all your banking details then.
And the banking details to do direct deposits, it's the Bendigo Bank. The BSB number is 633 000, and the account number is 151 382 223.
All right.
And since we launched this with Neil, we've only raised $3,000.
Oh, it's very sad.
So,
considering all the coverage you've had
Yes,
on TV and in the press.
in the Herald Sun, we've been everywhere, and we're just trying to push this as much as we can to
All right.
save these 300 animals.
All right, well, hopefully you'll be in next Friday night, as usual, and you might have better news for us then.
Hopefully so.
All right.
Fingers crossed.
Let's hope we can be Mary Rose's crusaders.
And if anybody would like to see some videos and photos of Mary Rose, I have started a Facebook page. If you go to my Facebook page, Nigel Williamson, there's links there, and Mary Rose Cresting. It's Kresting.
Kresting.
Yep,
And
Mary
Nigel's
Rose.
phone number is 0427 533 083. And we'll catch you next Friday night.
Thanks, boys.